All my YouTube viewers that like the No Limit Soldiers, this a story for y'all. We finna talk about that boy Duggery, man. We gonna talk about the time that he left No Limit and he went on and do a song with Pastor Troy. Now, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't know that Duggery been rapping with No Limit ever since 1995, and he basically contributed to 40% of the music. He basically was on like 20 something albums. And then in between the time he was dropping the 20 albums, he had 10 albums that he featured on in between from other artists. So he was never just solely signed and committed to No Limit as far as doing music with other artists, you know, in between. Like some of the No Limit Soldiers, they wasn't on nobody catalog. They wasn't getting outside features and stuff. Well, Douglas was getting paid doing uh, shows and features for independent people that want to do a song with him. So when 2000 rolled up on the scene, Master P was basically uh, putting out his last materials on all the No Limit Soldiers. So I think the last one that Skullduggery, the last feature he ended up doing on the album was on Fiend's album. And he had did so much stuff like Ice Cream Man, Down South Hustlers, you know, I Got the Hook Up, you know, Silk the Shocker project. He was featured on all the projects, man. You know what I'm saying? In one way or another. And what ended up happening was P called everybody and told everybody, man, hey, y'all can keep the tanks, but I got to take the houses and take the cars from you. So, you know what I'm saying? Y'all got to find y'all something else to do, or y'all better make some shake. And around that time, because it was like 2000, Skullduggery started doing a lot of music with Baton Rouge artists like B-Lo. Because, you know, B-Lo had that cheese. Remember that dude, B-Lo? Uh, he would uh, do music with him and get paid. And, you know, it kind of put him in another category to where he was outside of No Limit, but his presence was still felt like, I can get you an opportunity, young man. So a lot of these up and coming rappers that was in the Gulf Coast, they were still respecting him. So, you know, he got into the jigger sound of music. Because there's a jigger side of Louisiana rap. You know, he was a stepper talking about the soldier shit. He jumped in the jigger side. And basically what that led him into was the crunk genre. You know what I'm saying? Because you had Magic come over there. And then you had Tebow from No Limit, the white guy. You know what I'm saying? White cracker. And, you know, they had all these people from Baton Rouge with this strong southern accent, jigger sound, and stuff like that. So he was able to jump right into it, even though the beats was type of different quality, but it was something that people was getting used to and was really starting to feel. Because Boosie and CeeLo Camp was there too. So, you know, it was potential. So, you know what I'm saying? What ended up happening was Cain and Abel, they was living out there. You know, they started Most Wanted Boy. And Skullduggery was in on the idea to put out the album, People off the tank. What should I say? Niggas off the tank. You know what I'm saying? And he co-signed that album. Like, yeah, that shit fire. You know what I'm saying? Make that up. And it basically had a whole bunch of cats from the tank that left the tank. And they had songs on the album, and they was dissing Silk the Shocker, saying Shocker couldn't rap. Go look at some of them old CD covers and stuff, and go look up Off the Tank, and you'll see that it was a whole bunch of No Limit artists, and they had Crackhead Smoking Joe dissing Silk the Shocker. You know what I'm saying? It was crazy, man, but back to the story, man. You know, Pastor Troy was making noise, dissing everybody in the industry at this time, because he had been out for a while, and you know, it was some beef, and people around him just wanted to put them together just to see what they'll do, how would it work, because, you know, Baton Rouge was a whole nother city. They wasn't getting along with niggas in New Orleans, so it just made sense, man, to meet in a mutual place and drop a song. We can meet in Mississippi, Atlanta, wherever. You know what I'm saying? But we can't just do a song in New Orleans because, you know, niggas want to get past Troy for all the shit he said. So, you know, them boys got on the phone, and at first, the nigga thought Skulldugger was going to do something to that nigga P. Troy, but P. Troy was saying the right shit, and P. Troy was like, shit, nigga, we pull up, we meet, whatever, because all the cross-sounding niggas was taking over. So, bam, them niggas did that business. Nigga, PT went in that bitch and rolled that motherfucking song. He said something about UPT, Uptown. He said something about just being in the third wall in New Orleans. And it wasn't no diss or nothing. And you know what I'm saying? Skulldugger put it on his album, Controversy. That's why he named it Controversy, because he put Pastor Troy on it. Really wasn't no big features on there. Just him and Pastor Troy. Just let niggas know I done found my own lane, and I'm doing business with the enemy. So, you know, all y'all No Limit fans, y'all didn't know that Skulldugger met up with Pastor Troy and fucked with him on some real shit. Understood what Pastor Troy was going with the shit and did a song, man. And it came out on a real album. And that shit real talk, man. And I know P heard it, and P was pissed off, and everybody at No Limit was pissed off. But that's what it was from 2000 to 2003, nigga. Nigga Skulldugger was dropping anything nigga the streets wanted to buy, nigga. And that's just what it was. It was all business around that time. R.I.P. to that boy Skulldugger. Big ups to that boy Pastor Troy for even showing up and doing the song and not being a pussy. And them boys probably did like 20 shows together, man, on the same bill. Niggas don't know back then. That's how it was in the Gulf Coast, nigga. Peace. I'm out.